I love using what God gave to me. It's so amazing. I can't explain it. Turning hope to reality. Touching your life with mine. Using the gift of my hands to create all I can.
Hello, everyone. I am Faith Godbold from A Touch of Faith. Thank you for watching the replay. Come on in. It is Tuesday, and I'm excited to be back with you today as we create some brand new 20-ounce tumblers. As you're coming in, make sure you say something so I know you're here, whether you're watching us live or on the replay. And I always look forward to seeing how far our broadcast is reaching. So if you don't mind, would you go ahead and drop your city and states in the comments? And I would look forward to seeing each of you sharing where you're tuning in from. And then finally, if this is your first time joining us, make sure you comment the word new. And after our broadcast is ended, I'll go back and invite you to become a part of our faith family. And if you haven't subscribed, go ahead and do that right now, especially if you're over on YouTube. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. That way you will know whenever we go live or when I upload new content to my channel. And my Facebook people, make sure you have turned on live notifications and that you are following the page. So how's everyone doing today? Come on in. I am delighted to be here with you all. So happy to have you all back. And I see you're hopping on in the comments. Hey, Miss Valerie is here. How are you? Miss Kathy has made it. How are you? So happy to have all of you here. And it is a blessing to be back with you all after we just celebrated our Thanksgiving last week. And then, of course, we were live Saturday. We created a beautiful centerpiece. If you missed that live, you missed a treat. You have to go back on my page and catch the replay from Saturday where we created a beautiful red and lime green centerpiece. So we're still preparing and getting geared up for my event that's coming up. Hey, Mom, how are you? That's coming up this Saturday. We're going to be at the PD State Farmers Market. They're having a Christmas market. And so I wanted to create some new tumblers. So we're going to create today 4 brand new faith tumblers. And then we have a special custom order for a beautiful leopard print Lady Boss Life. And if any of you can relate to that in the comments, if I have any lady bosses in the comments, go ahead and put that hashtag Lady Boss. I love it. And I'm so excited to be here. And we're going to create those together. So I've already got all of my designs printed and ready to go. And then we're going to head to Studio 2 when we're ready to place those in the oven. And then we'll create some Christmas bows is what I was thinking. So are y'all doing good today? Y'all are coming on in. So, well, thank you for being here. And I hope you are having a great day so far. Let me grab some things that I'm going to need. I have my tape handy right here. I'm going to need a ruler because I left one design for us to finish cutting out together. So we're going to do that. And let's see what else. I have my cutter. I'm going to use my tumbler holder to keep everything all nice and tight. And then I love using my lint roller to remove any debris that I might have on these tumblers. All right, so let's go ahead and start with the ones that I've already cut. Just going to show you the designs and then we'll cut our last one. Oh, Miss Kathy says she is fluffing her tree. Look at you. I still have to do that. I have my garland that I told you about hanging on the mantle, but I haven't decorated it yet. So hopefully that's coming soon. All right, let me show y'all some of our prints that we're going to have. I love this first one, y'all. This is one of my favorite scriptures, Philippians 4:13. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. And it has a beautiful cross at the bottom. So that's going to be one of our designs for today. And then we have another saying, faith does not make things easy. It makes them possible. and you'll see how they are all going to turn out. If you love butterflies, you're going to love this next one. She is clothed in strength and dignity, and she laughs without fear of the future. Proverbs 31 and 25. And we know about that Proverbs 31 woman, right? And then can't get enough of praying. So look at this one. Pray on it, pray over it, and pray through it is that one. And then let's do our last one. And that's the one I was telling you about. Our leopard print with the image of the mom with her bun. She has on a beautiful leopard print bandana that matches her shades and the background. And it says LadyBossLife, hashtag LadyBossLife. All right, so you have to let me know in the comments which one is your favorite. We're going to go ahead and cut our last design. And then we will head over to my other studio so we can fire up the oven and get these going. I want to trim this little piece that I see that I didn't quite cut right here. So y'all keep coming in. Hopefully you're having a great day. Y'all, it was cold today. It was raining. I did not want to go out the door this morning. It was so rainy. What about y'all? Are y'all having wintry weather too? Let us know in the comments. Let us know. All right, so here is our gorgeous design right here. You can kind of see it a little bit better. And let me zoom us in some. Just like so. There we go. So we're going to go ahead and finish trimming up what remains on this one. And I just like to take my time on this part, y'all. Sometimes I stand up, so I'm going to stand up so I can see what I'm doing. Just like so. Okay. And then we're just going to cut out our design. And I'm real picky about this part, so I like to take my time making sure I'm cutting it. We're going to cut the whole thing off, or out, I should say. So yeah, we had cold rain today, and my mom was telling us yesterday that she saw in the weather app, she saw a snowflake. Was it for Friday, Mom? But she said it disappeared, and I did not know that the forecast was calling for any snow. So I totally missed that. All right, let me show y'all what I'm doing. See right there? Just getting rid of that white, that excess. Try not to cut any of the design off if I can help it. Miss Kathy says she loves them all. Yay, Miss Kathy. Thank you. All right, I think I did it. There's a little bit remaining right there. Let me get that little bit. All right. So let's start. We'll save this one for last. Let's start with our scripture ones first. So now that we have that done, let's put my ruler out of the way. We're finished with that. So let's go ahead and grab one of our tumblers. These are the 20-ounce tumblers, y'all. So these are available in the shop. If you decide that you want a tumbler, I will be adding the link in the comments in just a bit. If you decide you want one before I add the link, just let me know. So I'm going to clean off my tumbler. Just make sure it doesn't have any debris on it. Just like so. And then I'm just going to wrap my design around my tumbler. And that's what I like to use my little holder for right here. Just like so. I'm going to get it on here as close and tight as I can. I noticed earlier when I was printing these, I had to change my my size because I have two different brands of these tumblers, and I think I had it still set for the previous one. So once I realized that, I was like, oh, I'm glad I caught that. So just like that. All right, that's looking better right there. And these are some beautiful colors, y'all. It's going to turn out gorgeous. And this is the perfect time to start thinking about your gifts. So if you have not started thinking ahead for any gifts that you might need for Christmas, guess what? We have them. These would be beautiful. So I'm just going to add a few pieces of tape. I noticed that since I have the oven now and I use the shrink wrap, I don't add as much tape as I used to. So I will say that has been one of the benefits for me of having the oven. All right, I'm just going to add a piece right there. And since I had that piece, let's add that one, and then we'll do one more. All right, so first one is done. Okay. Let's get another one. Go ahead and tell me which design is your favorite, would you say? I'm going to put the lids back in the box. That way I keep everything kind of contained. A lot of projects I've been working on, y'all, just trying to get things ready for all of my different events. Hey, Natalia. So, Natalia, I am making some tumblers. And guess what? I'm starting with some scripture tumblers because I needed some new ones for Saturday. But look, I'm going to save this one for last. Look at there. Lady Boss Life. And Natalia is such a blessing to me. So that's going to be especially for you. I'm so happy you're here to see us create it. So this one, y'all, let's do the pray on it next. We have pray on it, pray over it, pray through it. I wanted to wait for you to get here. All right. Now, usually I trim that top piece if it's a little long, but I think we're okay, y'all. Like I said, that shrink wrap is going to just grab everything so tight. And I didn't bring it in here, so we'll do that in Studio 2. Yay! Didn't want you to miss it. All right, so I'm just adding some tape just to hold it in place. All right. So the rain did finally stop, but it was a cold, chilly day, like all day today. So I had to travel inside our building because where I'm located, it's in another building. But we have a covering, thank goodness. It's like a open area, but it's covered. It has like a roof and everything. So it's all enclosed. It's not outside. But part of it, you can still feel like the wind and the rain if the wind is blowing. So I would make sure every time I went out today, I had my coat on. I had my scarf. I just wanted to make sure I was all warm and snuggly as much as I can. All right, we're going to do this one next. Remember, this is the Proverbs 31 woman right here. So let's do that one. And did anyone do any Black Friday shopping? I know I asked those of you who were here Saturday that question. I was watching my brother's live from earlier today. He does a live every Tuesday at 12 on YouTube and all sorts of channels. the No Shortcuts podcast, and they were talking about how retail has picked up since, I guess, really COVID. So I was wondering if any of you all were out and about doing any shopping. All right, I'm going to retape this piece. Let me lift that tape. I didn't quite get it where I wanted it to go, y'all. All right, let's do that one again. There we go. So yeah, we were not out and about in it. Not this year. I did, I think I got some emails and I checked a few things online, but it's so convenient now. You can just shop when the early Black Friday sales start, you know. All right, and then let's add one more piece right here. So now we have all of that tape. Oh, thank you. Okay, Natalia. Natalia customized her order because I had a different text on that particular one. So she's the reason it now says LadyBossLife. So that's what it's going to say. So yes. All right, let's see. This is our last inspirational one. Remember this one that I showed you? The faith does not make things easy. It makes them possible. All right, let's do our last one, and then we'll get to the Lady Boss Life. Just like so. So this cold weather, y'all, makes me want to make some more soup. Okay, Miss Kathy did a little shopping at Walmart, but mostly online. Yes, ma'am, I understand. So I did order some more ingredients so I can make I love this recipe I have. It's for minestrone soup, and it's pretty much just vegetable based. You can add, I guess, meat if you want to, but it's a crock pot recipe. So I didn't start it today. I should have. I didn't think about it when I got off. But thankfully we have leftovers. So I might start it tonight and then we'll have it tomorrow. Yeah, I might do that. All right, y'all. One more, and then we are going to put some of that shrink wrap on while the oven is heating up. Oh, hey, Sister Cinda. I just saw that you hopped on. How are you? And she says cabbage soup. That sounds delicious. What all do you put in the cabbage soup? Because I know the minestrone soup, you start with a base of like broth. It calls for beef broth, but I use chicken broth. And then it has carrots, onions, zucchini, kidney beans, minced garlic, and cabbages in it. And let's see what else. Crushed tomatoes. All right, Natalia, here we go. Lady Boss Life. And then when it's finished, you add in elbow macaroni and you top it with Parmesan cheese, and it's really good. So I like to make homemade biscuits with it. Gives it good flavor. I want to slide that over just a tad bit here. But yeah, your cabbage soup sounds delicious too. All right, so I'm putting it on there real tight, y'all. Just like so. My hubby doesn't know that I'll be heading to Studio 2, so I'm going to have to give him a little heads up because he's out in the hall on the phone. I hear him. Just got in, so I literally was like, hey, I'll see you in a little bit. I'm going live. All right. Technically, y'all won't even know because I'll have to change cameras anyway. So it's all good. I'll tell them when I go out there. All right. So we have them all taped, ready to go. Hopefully we did a great job with that so we don't have to redo any of it. So I think while we're in Studio 2, let's plan to create some bows for Christmas. I know I have one that I need to create for this buffalo plaid door hanger. Let me show it to you. I showed you the fabric last time and I actually started making it. So look, so I need to place the bow on this. So we might go ahead and make that bow while we're in Studio 2. And yeah, then we will come right back. Okay. So I'm going to get all of these tumblers together. I should have had my basket. Let me get my basket up here, y'all. Hold on. Hang on one second while I grab a basket. All right, so let's put all of our tumblers in the basket so I can carry them. I'm going to stand them up just to make it easier. All right, and then let's take some zip ties with us. Get some wire that I cut that's been hanging out right here waiting on me. And let's get our bow maker. I think 2 of those ribbons are right here because I have not put my ribbons up yet. So these are the 2 ribbons we're going to use right there. So let's take our 2 ribbons. And I think that's it, y'all. Hopefully I have everything. I'm going to take my good scissors just in case. I've used those other scissors, but I like these now. All right, y'all keep chatting. If you have any questions, you can leave those. And we will be right back, okay? So I'll see you right back in just a second. All right, y'all, I am back. It's harder for me to see across the screen here, so let me put the comments back up. All right, I think y'all are still there. Thank you all so much. Let's see if I can zoom us in a little bit. There we go. Okay, so I brought the basket. I think before I turn this oven on, let's go ahead and get what we need to do our wrapping. And then I'll turn it on because I don't want it to be ready before I'm ready. And I feel like I may need to order some more of those soon. Oh no, I have a whole nother bag, so that's good. All right, so let's get our heat gun right here. It's still there. Last time I brought another device so I could see the comments better, but I think I'm okay. I made the screen a little bit larger. All right. Let's slide this over here, just like so. I like to have a little surface just to make sure that I'm protecting my table. All right, so let's get some of our shrink bags, our shrink wrap bags. We're going to need these. And then after we get these on, then I'll go ahead and turn the oven on. Hey, Simone. Simone, this is my second studio. I ended up changing this room. This is where I keep all my ribbons. And so earlier this year, I had a goal that I wanted to reorganize my ribbon rack. So that became the inspiration for this room. And then we just turned it into another studio. So that was not my plan. My plan was to just say, this is going to be my ribbon room. And then my husband was like, oh, let's make it studio number 2. But it's good to see you. Thank you for being here. We're making some tumblers today. How was your Thanksgiving? Yeah, because the other racks that I had, they were okay. They just weren't large enough. And I got tired of always having to hunt for things like my ribbon when I needed it. And I wanted to just be able to find it all in one location. So that's how this came about. I'm going to flip this side around, y'all. Just like that. Thank you, Simone. I hope you had a good Thanksgiving. All right, so I'm sliding them in first. And then we'll put this on. Oh, your daughter came to visit. That's awesome. Yeah, we had a great week off. We were off for the entire week. My husband's district, they've always been off. This was our second year in my district having a whole week off, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. Makes me ready for Christmas break even more. So we have 10 more work days, y'all. I'm counting down. Actually, I've been counting down all the breaks all year. Just gives me something to look forward to. Yeah, we had a great Thanksgiving. All right, last one. All right, so now let's go ahead and preheat the oven. So I'm going to step over to the side here. I have my oven all set, ready to turn on. And it looks like we're going to have to heat this 355 degrees for 15 minutes. All right, so we get to hang out back here for 15 minutes. All right, so let's let that heat up. And then while it's heating up, we're going to go ahead and shrink these. Oh, that's good, Simone. 10 days. And I want to say this year they gave us 3 additional days. So we get out on the 16th and then we go back on January. I think it's the 5th, whatever that Monday is. So I'm excited. We've not had this much time like ever. So it's 13 work days plus the weekends. All right, I don't know if you're going to hear this or not. You can let me know, but y'all keep chatting and I'll keep talking if y'all can hear me, okay? All right, it might help if I turn it on. There we go. All right, so I'm just going to seal these up, shrink the wrap so it's nice and tight when it goes into the oven. I'm now wondering if I should have cut. I feel like I should have cut that bottom. I think before I do this, y'all, let me, because I don't like how this looks at the bottom, and I've never done it like this before. So let me see which one this is. I'd rather waste shrink wrap than to waste my print or waste the mug. I don't mind wasting the print even. So let me see. So I may not make that timer, but I just noticed how it crinkles, and I don't think I've done it this way before. So let me see if I can fix that real quick. It might be okay, but I don't want to risk it. No, it really is, isn't it? All right, let me go get my smaller scissors, y'all. I'm going to turn this oven off for a second. So lesson learned, I will trim it like I always do from now on. But I'll be right back, y'all. Let me get my smaller scissors. Okay, I'm back. I have the tape too, just in case I need to retape something. I'm going to move things over a little. Let's move this here. I like having my surface kind of neat, y'all, when I'm working. So all I'm going to do is just add, yeah, it does, Simone. And I'd prefer to go ahead and do this now because I don't want it to not turn out the way that I want to. Because I'll be disappointed if I waste a tumbler, you know. And I knew today, because I had to trim my design, because I could kind of tell, I was like, ooh, it's a little large. So I'm just going to take my time and do this. And then I'm going to adjust my settings on my computer. And it's going pretty fast, actually, doing it this way. Look at there. I did it, y'all. Woo-hoo. I did it. That didn't take as long as I thought, because at first I was like, ooh, I'm not cutting this right. I had to just turn the way I was looking at it. All right, so let's, I was going to say let's trim them all, but I already have them in the bags. So it's probably just going to be faster to do them one at a time. What do y'all think? Y'all like that? I'm just being very precise here because when I first started with these, trust me, I learned from experience and it's easy to mess up. I'm going to move that over here for a second. So yeah, I would just rather be safe than sorry. Okay. And these little fine, these are my favorite little scissors for doing things. So the fine scissors really help. I've told our private group this before. Miss Kathy knows I love my little Cricut scissors. So we're having leftovers today, y'all. I made some spaghetti Sunday. I told my private group that I was going to go ahead and finish. And it was amazing how during the break, I feel like we had lots of leftovers and we may have eaten out a day or two. But I waited till the end of the break to then say, hey, I'm going to cook something. But you know what? I said, that's okay. We can do that. Hello, my brother made it. How are you, brother? So we're making some tumblers today, some new designs. And then we have a custom tumbler that we're making. Yeah, I'm doing great. Thank you. I was telling everyone I just watched your podcast. It was really good. And I could really relate to the part at the end because on our list of to-dos, we're planning to wrap our enclosed trailer like really soon. I wish I could have it done before we use it again, which is Saturday, but it's coming. Okay. I did that in one little piece, y'all. 3 down, 2 to go. Let's put this bag. Actually, I'm just going to place it right here. Put them away. I think I that in the wrong spot. No, I was trying to put the ones away that I have done. All right, here we go. Yeah. There's the info in the comments if you want to tune in. And he has awesome guests. I was actually their first guest on their show 4 years ago. It's hard to believe it's been 4 years. But I had an opportunity to share about my business and how I got started and all the things, dropping all kinds of nuggets for everyone. And that's the one that I shared with you all, that it was a podcast on Apple. All right, one more, y'all. One more. And then I'll turn the oven back on, which let me go ahead and do it now. It won't take it long to heat up. This one doesn't have as much to cut. So at least this didn't take a lot. Oh, thank you, Sister Cinda. Isn't that amazing? Okay, y'all. So these are going to be some beautiful inspirational tumblers. We have 4 Christian faith-based tumblers, and then one that says LadyBossLife. And these will make great gifts. So if you're shopping for gifts, keep watching because this is going to make a great gift. All right, so let's go ahead and shrink these up. Now that we have it the right size that we need, and are you all still able to hear me okay? Let me know that. I'm just shrinking it, y'all. Only takes a few seconds. Okay, good. Miss Kathy says she can hear us. Hey, Miss Keisha, made it. How are you all? Or how are you? So happy you're here. We're making some gorgeous tumblers tonight. I needed some new ones for my vendor event Saturday. So if you're local to Florence, Come see me Saturday at the PD State Farmers Market. They're having a Christmas market from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. located on Highway 52 in Florence. So we're going to take these to the market Saturday. This part's going pretty fast. Try to time it, y'all, so that everything I'm doing finishes up at the same time. I'm going to see if I can slide it into the oven on this tray. I usually don't do that, but since I want to get them in as quickly as possible, I'm going to see if I can do that. Oh, thank you. I actually enjoy those events. And my brother was saying it earlier on his show. It's great because even though we sell online and people have an opportunity to experience them, it's just something about the in-person vendor events. It's like they and we can connect even more so than we do online. And it's just amazing being able to do that. All right, y'all, I'm going to see if this lets me slide it in. We'll see. I did remember my water. All right, so let's get that. Looks like I have a few more seconds. So what I'm going to try to do is treat this like a real oven and slide these in. I may not leave the tray or the pan, but I'm going to try to open the door and slide these in. So hopefully I can do it without it dropping. And I think it's about to go off in just a second because it's on 352. Remember, we had to heat it up for 355. So let's see if I can do it. All right, so I couldn't push it all the way in. So got those in. And then let's get our last one. Make sure they're being good. And I try not to let them touch. I learned that before. Just sometimes things don't heat and seal the way you want it to. Okay. All right, let's make a bow while we're waiting. It's the No Shortcuts with Midas and Fame. He does it on YouTube, Facebook, Spotify, Twitch. I think he listed the information in the comments. So we're going to make a bow for that wreath that I was showing you. And then since we have 15 minutes, y'all, we probably have enough time to make another little Christmas bow because I do have some ribbon in here. I don't think I turned the keyboard on. I was like, why is it not responding? Hold on, y'all. Let me pull this up real quick. Here we go. Okay, there's the link right there. My brother just added the link for us. Okay. All right. So let's see. I'm trying to, I think I want to start with this one first. And did y'all see the wreath? Those of you who are just coming on, you may not have seen it. I was trying to see if I could pull it up. Let me look again. See if I can. I don't know if I can show you in here, so I may have to wait until we go back. And this scroll is backwards. I forgot about that. Okay, there we go. So actually, let's do the buffalo plaid first. So I'm going to switch it, okay? All right, let's start with this one first. So we're just making a little bow that will go on the top of that door hanger that I showed you all. And we are going to embellish it with some frosted greenery and some berries. So it's going to look beautiful. Just making some little loops here, twisting as I go. It's all about pinching and twisting. And I love making bows at Christmas. I've had a lot of customers reaching out for bows. We do still have some bows in the shop. We'll have bows Saturday as well. So if that's something that you are looking for your own decorating, you can pick up some bows in our shop. And they're beautiful, y'all. You can put them on your trees. My mom, I always tell this story. My mom loves putting her bows on her cabinets. So you can put them on your cabinets as well. Lots of options. All right, let's add a little bit of this one in. This is going to bring out some of that rustic, that natural look. And I love it because it has the red on the border here. So just right there on the edge, it has red. It looks gorgeous. That's what I love about Christmas. You can decorate in any colors that you choose. Oh, well, thank you. I'm in my second studio today, Keisha. We'll be back in studio 1 when we finish back here. I had to come back here. I outgrew my other studio as far as adding equipment. And so once we turned this into, like, I already had my ribbon in this room, but my husband decided, hey, let's make it your second studio. So it really freed me up. I was able to move all my sublimation equipment back here. So yeah. All right, y'all, look at our beautiful bow. What do you think? All right, so let's get it tied off. And I'm trying to think, I don't even know if I need this wire that I have right here. Probably could have just used my zip tie. So let me just go ahead. I'm just going to tie it with my zip tie for right now. I don't need a piece of wire for this one. Thanks, Miss Kathy. Because I'm literally going to add it to that project. And since I didn't bring my wire cutters, let me just snip it off with my scissors. And there we have it, y'all. So a simple little bow right here. Look at there. And you could decorate with this. Ooh, red, green, and gold. Keisha, that sounds beautiful. Let me see if I have any red, green, and gold, because that's a different combination that I don't normally do. All right, so I'm going to place our bow right there that we just made. So let's look. Keisha said red, green, and gold, I believe. Oh, Mom, I forgot you were down here. Have fun. My nephew has a performance today. All right, so red. Keisha, what color green? Are you thinking lime green or emerald green? The darker green or the lighter green? So I hear red, I hear gold. And I'm looking to see, I took a lot of my ribbon to my other studio, but let me look and see. We might do some solids. Let's just look. If we have the time. Ooh, I have a ribbon. I don't know if it's back here though. Let's see. Let's see if this is it. All right, Keisha just gave me an idea. So I pulled out this gold right here. Emerald green. Okay. Yeah, it is better. I like the emerald green. Hey, Michelle is here. How are you? Let me see if I have that red ribbon. I don't think it's back here. Let me go grab it. I'll be right back, y'all. Keep chatting, okay? I love it. Okay, I could not find the red that I'm looking for because it had gold. So let me look again. And it probably is hiding from me. But this is a beautiful red right here. Let's see. Mesh Angel tree toppers. Yes, I have, Simone. I need to make some more. Look at this. This is the one I wanted for you, Keisha, but I couldn't find it. So I went back and found this red. We could pair it with this gold and then emerald green. Probably glitter. Let's add some glitter. So, Keisha, are those your colors right there? So let's make it. Let's make this one. Let's see what we think. Keisha, in honor of your theme, let's do it. All right, I'm just going to make a little small bow. Let's see how it's going to look. See, you never know what happens when you show up on my live. Your idea might be the inspiration that gets us started creating something. All right, so we're adding in some gorgeous red first, and we still have 3 minutes on our oven, y'all, about 3.5. Mom has leftovers. I just finished my leftovers, y'all. It took me 3 meals to eat my leftovers. All right, so I'm adding the red first. Yeah, I just made some ribbon angel ornaments. We did those Sunday, so I'm going to have those at the event Saturday. I haven't shown y'all yet. I'll have to show those to you. All right, so there's our layer of red. Now I got to find my ribbon. I love that other ribbon, and I think I still have some of it. I don't think it's gone yet. Hello, Donzel. Donzel made it. Oh, are these your colors too, Simone? Well, look at there. Wow. How about that? I'm loving it. So I'm just making a smaller style bow, one that you could decorate with, say like if you had a lantern or if you wanted to put it on your tree. We can definitely go larger. I'm just going a little smaller just to demonstrate what these colors would look like in a bow. Oh, Miss Kathy says no leftovers except sweet potato pie and pound cake. Yum, yum. I purchased this banana pudding cake from Food Lion. Yes, Donzel, I know you will. And it was a hit. And I meant to check and see if they had any more, but I haven't done that yet. I'm going to check though. All right. So look at there, y'all. Look at the red and the gold together. This one's more of like a sheer gold, but I love it because it has like the glitter, has some polka dots. All right, and then we're going to add some green. Let's add our emerald green, and this is glitter. And we have 1 minute on the oven, and then we'll take those out and let them cool. All right, let's add some green in. Oh my goodness. I think I'm just going to add a little bit of this one. I see you, Donzel. Yeah. Do you hear me when I was talking to you? I do see you. All right, I just want to add a little bit of the green. All right, and then I'm going to hold it up. Yes, it was. I'm going to have to get some more of that. There's a lady in town, Simply Robin B. She makes banana pudding cookies, and they are delicious. So I had some of those too. I meant to share those with y'all, but I forgot to bring them. All right, oven just cut off. So let me put some gloves on so I can take those out. And then we'll finish tying off our bow. And once these cool down, we can peel off our shrink wrap. I'm just going to put these on my shelf here. Let them cool on my rack. And these colors are looking so vibrant. And it's hot too. It's just like I baked some chicken in the oven almost. And we'll turn that off. Okay. All right, let's tie our bow. And then y'all can tell me what you think. Keisha can tell us because she said this is what she's thinking. Simone can tell us because these are her colors. And then we probably can make at least one more bow. Okay, so we have our tie on the back. So you can attach it to your tree. You can attach it to your candlesticks, or if you're going to add it to a wreath, or if you want to add it to your garland, wherever you want to place it. What do y'all think? Look at those gorgeous colors. How did we do? Oh my goodness. Y'all love it. Absolutely love it. All right, let's do one more. And for this one, I grabbed some ribbon that I saw on my shelf that I haven't used in a while. So look. Okay, great, Donzel. I love this one, y'all. It's a red background. It has like the little waves and white little dots, but it has the emerald green and the lime green polka dots. So let's use this. And then let's see what we want to mix it with. We can put emerald green in again. We have that one right here. So we could add some of that. Actually, let's use all three of these. I think those would work perfectly. If we wanted to add lime green, we can. I think I'm going to stick with emerald because I have so much lime green already right now. So yeah, let's do it. All right, so let's start with this one. And I love this ribbon. I love the colors in it. This would look gorgeous on your tree as well. You could add layers of this in, just little ribbon bows, or if you wanted to add little tails, or both, it would look beautiful. Thank you all so much. All right, so we're going to add just some of this one in. Make a beautiful bow. Just like so. Let me slide it over, y'all. Trying to center myself for my YouTube people. There we go. Okay. All right, so let's get a loop of this going. My bow fell. I knocked it over. I'll get it. Thank y'all. All right, so first layer we made with our polka dot ribbon, the reds, the lime green, and the emerald green. All right, and then let's add some of that emerald green in. And because it's glitter, it's going to pair perfectly because the polka dots are glitter too. Thank you, Donzel. Oh yeah, y'all, this emerald green is popping. It's looking beautiful. We might do all glitter. So I think I'm going to switch out the red and let's do red glitter too. That way we keep our theme of glitter going. Because this looks so fancy. And there's nothing like glitter ribbon to just really dress up whatever it is you're decorating. Got a little bit more of this one left. Okay. And then I'll hold it up again, show you what it looks like. Okay, hubby's doing something. I hear him hammering. I don't know what he's doing. He's supposed to be hanging a TV for me in Studio One. A private group. They know that story. It was a funny story. All right, y'all, look at that. How did we do? Look at there. All right, and then we're going to add some red glitter. So let's get our red glitter ribbon here. And let's add some red in. Because there's already so much red, we're just going to do a little baby loop of this, which might be good because there's not a whole lot of this ribbon remaining. Let's see, how's that look? Yeah. Let's trim that off. I'm going to bring this in just a little, just like so. Just like that. I know, Miss Kathy. It's like, whoa. Like, what did we do just now? I don't know. Did Miss Keisha see the other bow? I didn't see her comment yet. All right. So definitely need to put some more of that on the list. All right. So let's tie this one off. Then we'll check on our tumblers. We'll see if they're almost ready. We have our basket so we can transport everything back to our first studio. Adding a hanger so that you can easily attach it. All right, y'all, I didn't hold it up that final time, so get ready. All right, y'all, look at there. What do you think? Oh my goodness. This might be one of my favorites. Look at there. See those colors? So we could have done this for our red, emerald green, and gold, and we could also have just popped the gold in this one. I love it. All right, so let's check out the bows that we made while we were back here. Clean up a little. Let's put this green back up. Y'all like it? Thank you. All right, so let's see. Here was bow number 1. We did the little rustic buffalo plaid right there. And then bow number 2 was the red, the gold, and the emerald green, inspired by Keisha and her theme, and also Simone's theme. And then bow number 3, because I wanted to play with that polka dot ribbon, we added in the glitters on top. So bow 1, bow 2, and bow number 3. All right, so let's grab everything we need. Let's get our basket back. We'll take our bows with us too, in case we want to look at those again. If anyone's interested in any of those bows, just comment the word sold, followed by the bow number, bow 1, bow 2, or bow 3. All right, let's see if these are still hot. Oh, they've cooled off quite nicely. All right, so I'm going to put these in the basket. And I can lay them down now. So everything's in our basket. And then I'll come back for everything else later. Let's just get our bows in case we want to look at those again. And then, yeah, we shall. You love it, Donzel? Thank you. Yay. Thank you. Thank you. All right. And we will be right back. So y'all keep chatting away, and I'll see you back in Studio 1. All right, y'all. I had to go back. I forgot my water. That was important. All right, so here are our beautiful bows. I'm going to just place all of that over here for now. So let's start with our tumblers. Let's do our inspirational ones first, and then we'll do our Lady Boss Life. Let me put it back on comments. There we go. All right, here we go. Let's do the big reveal. Okay, so I think y'all can see. I'm going to hide the LadyBossLife for now. So let's put you here because you're going to see it right along with me. All right, I'm going to move my basket. Put it right here. So in no particular order for these, I'm just grabbing them. So it looks like this one's the Pray one that we had. Let me get my little tool that I like to use whenever I open these. All right, if you're ready, go ahead and drop the drum roll. I like to get it right on that perforated edge and it'll start opening up. There we go. Just like that. You ready for that life, Natalia? I hear you. All right, here we go. It's going to come off in parts. All right, and I'm just going to start lifting the paper at the same time. We don't have to wait until we get all of the wrap off. That's what I love about this. Ooh, look at there. Just going to start peeling everything off. And it comes right up. See how easy that's coming off? I know you're ready. Y'all, oh my goodness. Move my trash over. What are y'all thinking about this one? I mean, look at how vibrant the colors are turning out. All right, here is our first one. Finish peeling all of that off. See why I love my tool? Because it helps me get everything off. Okay. All right, y'all. Here is our first one. So look at there. What do you think? So beautiful pinks, like different shades of the pinks. You have the greens. Isn't that beautiful? Just like that. Let me turn it so you can see it. Isn't that gorgeous? So first tumbler is done. Yay. Thank you so much. All right. I know, right? Peaceful. I love that. That's the first one done. All right. Let me move my trash here. Let's do the next one. Number 2. All right. This one is the Faith. Does not make things easy, but makes them possible. Kind of grab the wrap anywhere because it was starting to open at the seams a little bit. It was literally trying to burst at the seams. Oh my goodness. Look at there. Peeling like butter. I'm seeing some purple in this one. I mean, look at the colors. We haven't done any 20 ounces in a while, y'all, so I was excited to get these created today. All right, y'all, here is number 2. What do you think? Oops, let me get the rest of the top. There we go. So look at there. What do you think? Beautiful purple. And I love the butterfly right there. Then it has the little background that looks like the little jewels. Really like the jewel effect even on the flowers and the greenery. So that's number 2. Look at there. All right, let's do our next one. So that was number 2. All right, our famous scripture, I can do all things through Christ which strengthens me. And that is so true. You can do anything the Lord gives you strength to do. Ready and willing and capable of doing it, right? So here's the big reveal. Yes, that's right. Philippians 4 and 13. Ooh, I'm loving the jewel look there. Look at that. Oh my gosh. Fancy. Got some darker tones going like the burgundy, the gold. I mean, look at there, y'all. Hello, Miss Trina. You made it. How are you? You'll have to go back on replay. We made some beautiful tumblers today, and we made some bows. So you'll get to go back on replay and watch me create all of those things. Look at there, y'all. Philippians 4 and 13. And look at that gorgeous background. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Isn't that gorgeous? The colors look perfect. All right, so that was number 3. Let's do number 4. And then we save Natalia's for last. All right, here's our last one. This one was the Proverb 31 woman. And I stopped looking for the perforated edge, y'all, because it just starts to peel up as I do it. Thank you, Miss Trina. Thank you, thank you. Ooh, look at there, y'all. This one's coming right off. All right, here is our 4th Faith Tumbler. Look at there. Isn't that butterfly so big and bold and prominent? It has lots of butterflies all throughout. She is clothed in strength and dignity, and she laughs without fear of the future. What do you think? So that's number 4. And then let's do our last one. This is our LadyBossLife. LadyBossLife for Natalia Petrova. All right, here we go. Remember, this one was on the leopard print background. It had the mom, leopard print headband. Or hair tie, I should say. All right, y'all. Those colors look so rich. I mean, look at that gold in the background. They're so beautiful. Almost done. Wow. One more piece. Look, y'all. Oh my goodness. All right, here we go. Look at that. Wow. How did we do? So let's go this way. LadyBossLife. Oh, so cool. Working in charge. I love it. So those are all of our brand new tumblers that we just created today. Let me know which one's your favorite. If you had to choose, which one would you say is your favorite? I'm just going to line them back up. No particular order. Let us know in the comments. And I will go ahead. I'm trying to get them all in my frame here. There we go. Go over just a little bit this way. And let me add the link to our website in case you want to check out these new tumblers. So let me grab that. It's already been in the comments, but let's send you directly to the tumblers page. And then you can see them up close on your screens for yourselves. But yeah, this is what we made today. So how do we do? What do y'all think? All right, so here is a link to all the tumblers in case you want to check them all out, because as we said, these would make great gifts. Oh, I love it, Miss Kathy. She loves all of them, but if she had to choose one, she loves that first one. Love that. Absolutely love that. Love the piece on that rim right there. Let me get that. So yeah, so this is what we created today. Nice Christmas gifts, Miss Trina. That's right. So guess what? If you need some of these for Christmas gifts, go ahead, place your order so that you can get it in time for Christmas. All right, it is Tuesday. So yes, Natalia, we know your answer. It is Tuesday, so that means we have to check our YouTube stats. So let's do it. Y'all ready? Let's check our stats and see where we are. And if you want to take a moment, you can drop your guesses in the comments. I believe last time we were sitting at 1,065. So what do y'all think? Where are we today? Remember, we're working on 2,000. That is our goal. So help us reach our goal. We're working on 2,000 subscribers. And I'm going to pull it up right now on YouTube. And some of you are over there watching on YouTube. So thank you for being there. All right. Drum roll, please. Let's get a drum roll. And we're going to see. All right. Brother, you are very close. My brother guessed 1072. I love it. We're getting closer. All right. And my software has all of these new features. Y'all, we have 1070 subscribers. Can we clap? Woo-hoo! That is truly amazing. Thank you all so much for being here. And I appreciate your support so much. You all are awesome. And I could not do this without you. So I appreciate each and every one of you for all that you do. Thank you for helping us. We are working on 2000. So sprinkle the channel. Tell someone about us. Let them know about our YouTube channel. And we would love to celebrate them. All they have to do is go leave a comment on any video. Once you tell them about us, have them go leave a comment. And once they do, they need to give you a shout out in the comments. And that's how we're going to celebrate. And we're going to celebrate both you and the person that sprinkled. Okay? So celebrate the person you told about our channel and celebrate you for sprinkling. All right. What else, y'all? We do have our vendor event this Saturday. I didn't create the flyer for it to put here, but it will be Saturday. And we are headed to the PD State Farmers Market. They have their Christmas market Saturday, December 6th, 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. That's right here in Florence, South Carolina on Highway 52. I'd love to have you come out. They're going to have photos with Santa. I think it said Christmas games like for children, hot chocolate, cookies, so much more. And of course, there'll be vendors there like me. So come support me. If you're local to the area, I always love seeing my faith family. So come show up, support, say hello. You can see my beautiful products in person. I'm going to have things that will help you decorate for Christmas, but also some gifts. So come out and see us. That is Saturday. And I look forward to sharing with you all how things are for us, because this is our first time there. We'll hopefully be able to do a live. They're calling for rainy weather again. I don't know if we're going to get any wintry mix. My mom says she saw a snowflake on the weather app. So we'll have to wait and see, but we will be there. And I'm looking forward to having some of our faith family show up. We have restocked our wreaths at Praise and Faith Gospel Shop. So if you're local to the Sherrall area, make sure you go by and see my parents and pick out a beautiful wreath. Miss Keisha, let's see. I love Miss Keisha's question. Yes, everything is on the website. Miss Keisha, let me go back so I can make sure you see me. This one right here, Miss Keisha, this one is 35, this size, and then the 20 ounces, they're 25, okay? So yeah, I'd love for you to have one of those tumblers. And like Miss Trina said, everything's on the website. You click that link, you can back out of the 20 ounce and go look at all the 40 ounce sizes as well. Thank you for asking. That was a great question. Okay, we go live every Tuesday and Saturday, 5:30 p.m. Eastern time. And I cannot wait to see you back on my page here, Facebook, and also over on YouTube. Thanks for the hearts. I appreciate those of you who have given our video some love, because guess what? You are the reason I'm reaching more people. So thank you to my brother, Jerry Minus Hardison. Thanks, Mom. And thanks, Matt. I appreciate y'all. So if you haven't already done that, go ahead and give us some love. I love y'all. So thank you so much. That's one way you can show that love back. Yet another. All right. What else do we have, y'all? Oh, Simone, you got snow in your area. Wow. That is amazing. How about that? So yeah, I know we got snow a couple weeks ago. Of course, I didn't get any that I know of. But my mom told us about snow. I know some of my coworkers said they got snow as well. So yeah, I miss the snow, but that's awesome that you have snow in Massachusetts. All right. I think that is it. Is there anything else before we head out for today, y'all? This has been so fun. I kept y'all a little longer than I had intended, but we got a lot done. Look at all these gorgeous tumblers we were able to make. And I will have these Saturday. So if you come to the event Saturday, you can look for these and much more. All right. Have a wonderful, blessed night. And I hope that you all continue to go look for something good, because remember, when you find that something good, you found God, and God's got me, God's got you, and we've got this. Have an amazing night. I'll see you back on this page, Facebook, and on YouTube Saturday. YouTube people, I probably have to upload it a little bit later. I usually don't stream away from home to both platforms at the same time. So YouTube people, I'll check in with you a little later, but Facebook, I'll be back here hopefully Friday or Saturday from the event. Okay. All right. God bless you. I love you all. Bye everyone.